about the same over here, and yeah, I don't like listening to bumblebees. It's hard to have a conversation and talk to anybody if you can't hear them, you know? It makes it real rough. But A413, no pain, no strain. You're sounding...
That's funny. I'm funny. Why do you act like you're in my front seat? Take a 195. Why you scared the shit out of me? Hey, 195, you're loud. Troublemaking mobile with a wave.
Right on the Colossal 10K. I heard a lot of good things about that. Ground plane. Yeah, I mean, for years, man, I ran the old J antenna. I got an I-10K, and the last antenna I used from J was the I-25K. I still have it. Pretty cool, man, LC connector, and it certainly handled every bit amount that many watts. It did one hell of a job, but yeah, it ain't no comparison to a beam. You know, the gain, man, it's just that you just can't run enough power to compensate for that. Man, that's just the way it is. But, yeah, right now I got a 6-element there, a little custom Sidewinder 6 on a 40-foot boom. And a 413 sound like we're neighbors, man. No pain, no strain.
195, check it out. Hey, 195, good news in the waiting room. Where the hell do you think you're going?
Man. Yeah, that's all you need. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. And by the way that duck-plucker is sounding, man, that's something. Man, you're holding it down with a whole bunch of other radios just trying to dive in there, and you got them by at least a couple dBs. So, and something got to be said about the antenna, man. Mother Nature, obviously, but something got to be said about the antenna. Yeah, once Mother Nature dives out, you know, this solar cycle dives out, I probably put up a vertical again, just some local talk and that kind of crap in another 2 or 3 years, I guess. But, yeah, in the meantime, man, just keep on diving in, man. Get this 40-foot boom, this big 6-element beam, man. Keep pointing in that direction. Hey, Ridge Runner, I heard you diving in there, too, trying to work your way to the west side. Hello, Mr. Ridge Runner. You're sounding good, too.
Yeah, 222, they all spit no mud. Exhuming things that's better left undone. They're resurrecting memories of the time they cheat on 222. But right now, all they doing is spitting up mud. Oh, 222, and they all spitting up mud. Fireball getting on down.
Hey, Joe, I just left them on the mall. Hey, Joe. I just left it on the mall, man. You're one of those radio stations which you don't ever have to. You ain't got to ever identify yourself. Hey, 413, you're sounding good. Hey, Ridge Runner, you're doing the same. But Joe the Grinder came in there, just cleaned out my receive. Hey, probably about 40, 45 dBs, but I didn't even look. Come on. Joe. Copy that, man. Getting back to the boob tube, man. See what's going on in the game. We're diving anytime, man. I always like that audio. Always sounds so duck-plucking good. So damn smooth. Ain't nothing but Joe watching that baseball game. It's a Mother Nature thing. Come on. I will do. Hey, Joe. 413 says thank you for letting him talk on his radio. Take care, man.
Radio check. Hey, I just got down.
No, negative. No, not at all. No, that sidewinder you're thinking of. That sidewinder out of the garden. My name is Dave, but no, I ain't Dave. That's Dave out of South New Jersey, man. That's a friend of mine, but it ain't me.
Alaska. Have a good one, 54. Mod Squad Mobile.
I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's an awful lot to do with the antenna. You know, you get a beam all tuned up and set up right, and you get it high enough, above the ground. So usually that's the biggest indication, man. It helps you a lot more than power. You know, it's usually get a couple 100 watts, man, 400 or 500 watts. But you feed it right, you get a good antenna, and make sure that 500 watts is actual, a real 500 watts. Meaning it's not a harmonic 500 watts. And it's amazing what can be done, man. You keep it all, keep it clean within the box. When people come over and they see how much power I'm actually running, they're like, where's the big box? And I'm like, you're looking at it, man. It ain't all that much power. Come on.
Say hello, Honolulu. You got it, Mod Squad, Honolulu. Right back. Aloha. Morning, Grandpappy. Take 454. You take it also? Take it 454. Mod Squad, Honolulu. Right back. Have a good evening.
There, 413. And if I ever did get a big box, I probably need to get a big service out here. I probably have to get a big service because out here in the desert, about the best you can get is about 100 amp service. So, that's it's ain't all that much, man. When you come to those bigger boxes, it's tempting. Maybe one of these days, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, 413, pleasure on this end. Come on.
Yeah, I got you in Alaska, but it's jumping around, man. It's jumping around, and Mod Squad just gotta go with the flow. Mod Squad, go with the flow. Mod Squad, gone. Aloha. Posted on your Robbie's World?
There's a couple of you in there. There are a couple of you stations in there, man. But it's a train wreck. If you break on through, you knock on that door, man. I'll try to open it on up. But as right now, man, it's a train wreck. Come on.
Two. We're right back, 310, Mod Squad. Mod Squad got the smallest keep-talking mobile in the island. Mod Squad gone.
Hey, 413, you still got it. Hey, 413, you still got it. I heard a station in Tennessee. So, condition might be shifting this a wee bit. I did hear a station up there in Tennessee. But, didn't get the numbers. 413, you still got my radio. Come on. in fine style, man. He came up there and he took over a 413, but I think Mother Nature is just shifting a little bit. Hello there, 612. Biggie City here in Tennessee, 131, standing by.
Coast of Southern California, 420 for 20. Working this itty bitty little tiny mall, trying to see if I can get out to y'all. Come on back.
Rajo, yeah, I'm out here in technically it's L.A. County. I'm about 70 miles north of the city of Los Angeles. In the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains up here in the Mojave Desert, out here in L.A. County. Basically in the middle of nowhere. Come on.
Come on, sit back, but I'm going to leave the video game rolling so you can hear how badass you sound. DVI, thanks for coming out. Yeah, I know, man. I've been real busy, man, with the white coat, man, so I haven't been real good on health on that end over here. But DVI, I'm going to wave a hand. I'm going to get out the middle of the road.
Ain't no pain there, man. Appreciate you bumping it down, man. That thing sounded good. And you do have the Mother Nature. And I think it's shifting around, too, because I heard a couple more stations out there from the 10. They're diving on in there. Pardon me here. Excuse me. Just taking a break here from a honey-do list. Sneaking behind the radio for a little bit before dinner. Hey, 612, no pain, no shame, man. Just jump on any time, man. That thing sounded good. You're probably doing about 15 to 20 dBs over S9 over this way, so dump plug is working real good.
Immediate suicide watch. Up here, it's the same shit, man. When I shit off, it's like almost flat. It just barely moves the needle. The amp on, it's like boom, 1.5. Now you can come quietly, or we'll wait until you pass out. No, the same one down there. That's a shame.
Hey, 500. Let me get your dare drop in the book here. I want to get back to the mic here. Hey, 500 there in the mag? No, I do got a copy of the radio, man. I was kicking back here with my little 6-element Sidewinder. Come on.
Works better than me. Then I heard the boom from the amplifier. Let me look at what time I came. Oh, you heard that when I cut it off? So then I heard the boom from the amplifier. I was all click.
Here's your 500 in the mag. Right before, man, now get back to the game. Right before, get back to the game. And enjoy, man. I'd like to get in front of television, but that ain't going to happen. Let's sneak out here in my little radio shack. A little man cave with a microphone and get away from it all just for a wee bit. Hey, 500 sounding good, man. Cruising out here in the Mojave Desert. In fine style. 73, enjoy the game. 131, go.
Ever trying to overdrive them. And I want to know why I never ever overdrive my tubes, and they just keep kicking and kicking. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. You even worked on the amplifier, you know? You got it all soldered on there. And I do with the RCA tubes. These RCA...
Well, that was a train wreck. Hey, a 500 a mag. That was rough. I heard you started modulating, and you talked about something about the game. I wish they could see it. And man, all of Mother Nature just let loose. She's finishing, man. She's moving all over the place. But Dr. Kilowatt, I heard you there in Virginia. Hello there, Dr. Kilowatt, man. You threw all that noise. Man, I picked out your audio, man. It sounded good this way. Hello, Mr. Dr. Kilowatt, 131, waving your way.
Really? Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. No, it's about the same. About a 3? Does it swing in like a 1 to 3? Who else you get around here swinging to a 1 to a 3 with the RF all the way down? Any extra time? Nobody. Oh, come on. Somebody else.
Oh, guy, my goodness, 50 dBs, man. 50 dBs. Wow, man. Well, that's pretty impressive, man. I do appreciate the radio check, man. Didn't know I got I get that kind of signal working on your way. Hey, you're doing pretty good over here now. Hey, Dr. And see what you're doing. You're probably doing at least 40. At least 40, but I didn't take a look because we got about a 30 dB noise level with everybody kind of diving on in. See what you're doing there, Mr. Dr. Kilowatt out there in West Virginia. 131 out here in the desert, waving your way.
It's more watts to it to spin faster because you're keyed down. No, it's spin a little faster. It's only that you can thaw it out or something.
Right before you, I got you in there. There's about 35 dBs over S9. Dr. Kilowatt. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I've seen mine go up pretty high. I've never seen the highest I think I've ever seen from a DX station on mine. It was about 50 dBs over S9. About the highest I think I've ever seen. Quite a few 45s. You're doing about 35, but Mother Nature ain't perfect right about now, even though she's doing pretty good. But yeah, you always can check it out, man. I got it live. Dang it. Yeah, excuse me. I always got it live up there on Ustream. Mustang Radio 131 or Mustang 131 Radio there, Ustream, and you can check out your signal and see what the heck you're doing out this way. Because I always leave the duck plucker on, and the weekends I always have it pointed out to the east, and in the evenings I point it out to Southeast Asia. Man, see what's going on that way. Hey, Dr. Kilowatt, no pain, no strain. They'll figure you ought to know. Duck plucker's working. It's high and dry. Come on.
In there on channel 38 lower, when you're chatting and chit-chatting like we are, they get really upset. Oh, this is a call frequency. Blah! Fuck you. Blah! Oh, well. Troublemaking moves are paying for this shit, so it's free for all, if you ask me. You're getting on there. And what really pisses them off, if you have enough watts and you got enough altitude and you're just talking on AM on 38, swing off the 38 lower, man, real quick.
All right, Joe. Yeah, that's a good compliment. I never looked myself. I've got I still got my old Dave Mobile, my old AC box. I never gave that a thought. But used to hammer the Jersey Shore with that pretty damn hard back in the day. But I had never seen what it could do on the meter. That's a pretty cool compliment. Hey, take care, man. Hey, Dr. Kilowatt, man, that thing is just, that thing is really sounding smooth. That thing is kicking some butt. There's a whole lot of other radio stations always in there, man. It's just the way it flies, man. Hey, 605, man, I heard that smooth sounding modulation coming this way. Man, that thing was rumbling the lows on my Koss headphones. Hey, take care, Mr. Dr. Kilowatt. Hello, Mr. 605. 131, getting on down. No, it's not 70. No, it's not 70. It's closer to 90. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I was over at my friend's house. I was over at Hollow Point's house, and we were going to work on his antenna, but it was too damn hot. We started looking at it. We just kind of looked at each other, man. Just wait till it cools down. It was just too hot to work on the antenna today, so we said, the heck with it. Come on.
Man, I can't believe my luck. I damn near stayed home today because it was too cold to go out there and get wet clothes now. Swimming pools. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Joe. Yeah, and he's actually got Hollow Point's got a real nice jacuzzi pool, man. That looked real tempting, too. But it's, the only thing, it's kind of deceiving out here, out in the desert, because it's so dry, man. It's, what are we looking at? Actually, it's kind of humid today, man. We got about 15% humidity rolling in here from my Davis Instruments thing here. About a little over 15.5% humidity outside. So it's kind of humid out here. But when you dive in a pool, even when it's 90 degrees, you get out when it's that dry, man. It's icy cold. It's still so cold because it's so dry. But 605, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it's so cold your way. I've dealt with that a good part of my life. That's why I'm living out here. Come on.
Roger. Well, I just wanted to stop in at 131, get some more about all this. I've never seen it today, man. What you finish up radio show? 605. A good big 4 and a high 5 down there.
double hi-fi there on the hi-fi, because that thing is definitely modulating real good. And I fell in love with my headphones the way it ought to be doing, man. It's kind of a shame to have 18 to 22 kilocycle headphones on when you're just listening to the 1 to 2 kilocycles all day. It's good when it can rumble just a wee bit. 8605, keep on with the keeping on. Your friend on this end, 131, getting down.
Radio. 605. I wish I had a loud radio too. Troublemaking Mobile, Mud Duck Radio. No one's going to come back to me because I'm a mud duck. You out there, Big Phil? Hey, Big Phil. You by the radio? You at home? Big Phil, are you home? No copy, no contact. Big Phil, Troublemaking Mobile on the road again. Dog, look at T-Bird. Come dog, look at T-Bird.
Is that D-double-L I hear out there? Come on.
But that T-Bird, T-Bird, San Diego, we're trying. Break.
Hey, D-double-L. Waving that hand, man. Definitely doing your thing. But, we got it back. It's got to, right when I wave my hand, I heard 45 dBs of a low bass kind of rumble in my headphones. Somebody's just either right next door to me or they got a big old mall with some lows are on my way. Come on. You know, it depends on when you log in. Sometimes it's you get a delay of, 30 seconds. Sometimes it's a minute. Sometimes it's like 2 or 3 seconds. It kind of varies.
Where'd you go there, 163? How about there, 163? Joe Dirt out here in the northwest corner of Oregon Trine.
D-double-L. Hey, Mr. D-double-L, no pain, no strain, man. You're still up on my receive. Hey, D-double-L, you're still way up on my receive. Don't worry about that radio station, man. I mean, there's a whole lot of competition, and Mother Nature, man, she's dipping and dabbing, man. That's what she does. But hey, you're still way up in there. Come on. It's kind of rough to listen to, and if you got it with a slight delay, that does occur when you get it like where it's like a 2 or 3 second delay. The problem with that it plays with your brain and gives you a headache.
Y'all gotta quit talking about all that food, man. You're making me hungry. Y'all gotta quit talking about all that food. You're making me hungry. I'll see ya.
Hey, 24. Hey, 24. It sounds like Tennessee's got a whole lot going on. You're sounding good as weight. 131, waving your way.
619, troublemaking Mobile with a wave. 27 hot rod, 619, troublemaking Mobile with a wave. Trouble. Troublemaker just got down. Troublemaker just got down. Hey, 10-4, man. 10-4, appreciate it. I'll wave it right back. Still hauling in. Audio.
Hey, 202. Hello, Mr. 202. Yeah, thank you for coming up there and doing some modulating, man. I like that carrier. I like it when my receive goes quiet without my squelch kicking in. Come on. I bet 202. Go to that radio station. 202, 131, standing by. Hey, 202, you're way up in my receive. Oh, Mr. 202, don't worry about that radio station, man. You're way up in my receive. Sounding real good this way. Come on.
EX land 174, Central California, standing by.
Joe, you're working some of my favorite tubes. Those old 3500s, man. I gotta go. One of my favorite boxes, man. I haven't used the damn thing in a decade. But, yeah, I got it sitting on the floor, man. It's got three 3500Zs, man. A little base Dave-made box, man. Beautiful thing, man. Indestructible. Knock on wood. But, man, that thing fought a lot of battles and always came out alive. And those glass girls are sounding good, man. No pain, no strain out here in the desert.
Right.
And the connectors, patch cables, yeah, all that good stuff, man. More things that go wrong. Yeah, that's one thing. I always try to keep it simple, man. I got very few components in line, and from the transmitter to the antenna, I keep it real simple, man. Ain't much in there, but what there is, there's a whole lot of LC connectors and a whole lot of good coax, but I don't put a whole lot in line there either, man. Just the transmitter, my amp, and the antenna, man. Keep it real simple. Come on.
Hello, hippie. I don't know. I can ease back up in your receiver.
I got LMR 600. I just run LMR 600 on this, and never had a problem with it, man. Ran it for years, and it's always been very good for me. I got it about 400 foot of the coax between here and the antenna, and it holds in pretty good. I put all LC connectors. That's I got a LC coming out of the box into the bird, from the bird out, LC, then LC up into the antenna.
Strolling. Well, we'll try it again. Hello, hippie. That bad boy's making a lot of noise. A big old giant West Coast wave. Hippie control. It real good up inside.
What's that?
Standing by. I'll just take that PC right out of there. Nice guy. Getting on down.
The 600 is good. I mean, it's a good coax. I never had a problem with it. Time you can find it actually pretty cheap on eBay. But it's rated for 5 kilowatts continuous. So, barring some very strange situations, I don't think that's ever going to be a problem.
See my radio, man. And that's a bunch of hippie control. Well, I'm trying to do a little huffing and puffing with all these big radios. Hippie control, have a blessed weekend. I'm so glad to hear you up inside my receiver. Hippie control, a big old 4 fingers and a thumb and 1 web foot. Hippie control.